This is one of the best summertime lures in order to catch giant fish.
There we go. Big one.
Oh my goodness. Here, let me back. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I'm gonna be quick right here because I want to get out in the water, but today we are going to be throwing this, the Damiki rig, one of the best and hottest baits for summer fishing. Whether you're fishing for bass, pike, whatever it might be, this bait is going to catch you some giants. So we're gonna get out in the water and hopefully catch some hogs.
Big pike. Oh yeah, those are some head shakes. This one might be bigger than the last. Tighten this up a little bit, my gosh. My goodness. Oh man. Looks like we're going to the front of the boat. Okay, just caught a glimpse of them. It's probably the same exact size as that last one. No, we're gonna try and net them at the back. Man, I'm surprised the the leader hasn't broke yet. All right, just nice and slow. Nice and slow. Oh no, we're tangled. Oh shoot. There we go. Look at that big golden back. Oh, he's wrapped up. Here we go. Come on, man. Full of energy. Got him. Put him in the boat.
Look at this one. Oh my goodness. Here, let me back up in case it's too close. Oh my gosh. What a toe.
And there it goes. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Man, what a freaking fish, you guys. I gotta take a second, just collect myself. I mean, honestly, it's not the biggest, but for this time of year, these deep water pike, you know, they get into some of these moods where you could throw any bait at them and they just don't want it. That one I dropped right down, jigged it a couple times, and he came over and smoked that thing. And that was a really good fight. It is tough fighting these guys on, you know, these 10-pound fluoro leaders. Obviously you got 15-pound braid, but these leaders, they tend to snap very easily, especially when these hooks go deep into that pike's mouth. I'm very thankful to get that one in the boat, but man, that was fun. We're gonna go ahead, try and get a few more of these guys, and of course we're gonna try and get some big bass as well. The bass this time of year are pretty tough to find. You know, I've been looking around, haven't seen too many. Obviously there is a huge surplus of pike at this island. That's why it's one of the best spots, but we're gonna go ahead, see if we can pick off a couple more and then go ahead and move spots.
The good old Shimano Van Ford. This is that new reel I was telling you guys about. I might make a little more of an in-depth video with it, but of course, the good old Damiki rig. One of the best baits this time of year for these deep bass. You guys can see we're at the island, and right there, yeah, I don't know how well it'll show up on the camera, but we have this little point that comes out, and you guys can see it's like a land point, like a peninsula, and then it just drops off from about, like, obviously 2-3 foot all the way down to around 12 to 14 foot. And these fish are kind of just schooled up right along this island because the drop off goes all the way around, and these fish are schooled up because there's a ton of bait fish like bluegill, you know, perch, and all these other little fish, and these bass and pike are just sitting here picking them off. So the Damiki rig is going to be one of your best baits for it. I like to throw jerk baits around here in the fall as well. Obviously you can catch some pretty big bass and pretty big pike. There we go. There we go. Another pike. Another pike. Come here, buddy. Not as big as the last one, but still not a bad one. We're dropping right through a school of, I think that would probably be bluegill down there. I saw my bait come right through that school, and sure enough, Mister was quick to snatch it up. Well, here it is. Not big enough to show off, but still fun to catch. So not too bad, you know, obviously not that monster like that first one, or that last one, I should say. Gosh, but good news is I see a couple more down here that maybe we can go ahead and snag. Check over across the other side of the lake to a couple spots that I know have some drop-offs right where these fish are. It is gotcha. What a beast. What a freaking beast. Check out this stud. Wow, what a beautiful fish. We're gonna go ahead, get this big girl on back. What a fight. Whew. Man, she's tired. Oh my goodness, and there she goes. Whoa. All right, you guys, just finished up the time at the island. I can't even keep track how many fish we caught, but we caught a couple giant fish. We're gonna go head over to the other side of the lake now and hopefully see if we can catch a massive fish and continue this pattern. Now, I think the reason this place was so successful is because A, there is a ton of weeds. Now, these big fish really love to hang out in weeds. It gives them cover and protection to ambush. And the second thing is there is a ton of bait fish. I think this area might have the most bait fish in the entire lake. So we're gonna go over to a spot where I know has weeds and a lot of little bait fish and hopefully continue to catch some hogs. There we go. What's this? Little bass. I feel like we haven't caught one of these in a hot second. Decent little critter. Send you on back.